Good afternoon, it's Sal Warner. How you doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. It's been a mad one, hasn't it? People are overreacting about the game last night. People are getting a bit giddy. Arsenal fans getting all excited. Arsenal fans celebrating like it's the Champions League final. Some Man United fans doubting Ten Hag. The goal was offside when it was 1-0. Shouldn't have counted. So if it was VAR, that goal wouldn't have counted. So the fine margins in narratives is completely mad, isn't it? The way that people overreact, the way that they get all excited about, losing a friendly, despite we ain't got no Licha Martinez, of course, no Garnacho, of course, no Kobe Mainu, of course, none of these players, no left back still, apart from a young kid, Harry Amas, but done fantastically well, no doubt about that. But people are overreacting. We see the Man United Ten Hag out brigade coming back, brushing those little crumbs off the table like Oliver Twist. I need some more, sir. Please give me some more, sir. I need something to justify my argument. I need someone to justify that I was right. When last season you were proven to be wrong, you looked pretty stupid, didn't you? You celebrated too early. And it's not my fault you did that. It's your fault. You celebrated too early and you have to take the loss. The end dates are friendly. Last year, we beat Arsenal twice. In one game, we beat him on the pitch, and we beat him in the penalty shootout on the pitch, of course, as well. Obviously not on the roof, but we beat him on the pitch as well. 2 times in one game, history was made. But did it make a difference to the Premier League season? No, it didn't make a difference to the Premier League season. It doesn't matter, does it? Because it's a friendly. It's a friendly. Man United lost the Charity Shield 3-0 in the treble winning season. What happened? We won the treble. Big up, Stephanie. What's going on? How you doing again? Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support as ever. Big shout out to Stephanie Griffith. Danny B, big shout out to you as well, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me. We're here. We're here to support. We're here not to bring down the manager. We're here to support the manager. It's a bloody friendly, for goodness sake. And you see those little custard guys coming out of nowhere saying, oh, I told you about it. It's just a friendly though, isn't it? All that sarcastic business that they do, and they try to wind you up with their little stupid narratives. Last season, you were proven to be wrong. Like in Italy, it's what the F. 2 is double what the F. If you have double what the F, that means it's you double what the F. So guys, thank you for joining me. Please, before I start, I know I haven't started yet. I know I've just put in a lot into a small space of time. You see me all compact and everything like my luggage. Basically, please don't forget to subscribe and please don't forget to smash a like because that is very important. I am 130 odd-ish away from 3,000 subscribers. So guys, please, could you subscribe to the channel? Please, could you spread the word to all your people and everyone in between, your friends, your family, your loved ones, your dog, your cat, your mouse, whatever it is, please spread the word and let's get it in. Let's get to 3,000 subscribers very, very soon. We're on our way up. We're on our way up. We're on the way up. We're not on the way down. As M people once said, moving all up. That's what we want. We want to move all up. Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. It's all love. It's all love. Everyone. Arsenal are now the best team in the world. Yes, Alex. Arsenal are now officially declared as the best team in the world because they won a friendly against Manchester United. And they're getting very, very giddy about it. Unfortunately, there's some Man United fans out there who are celebrating, it seems, Arsenal winning the game. Ten Hag outers mainly, isn't it? It's a bunch of Ten Hag outers, those people who used Mark Goldbridge for elevation, wouldn't have any elevation otherwise because they got no character, they got no personality, they got no looks, they got nothing. So at the end of the day, listen, in all seriousness, we don't take friendly serious. This is about friendly sharpness, match fitness, and discovering the latest talent out there. If we see a young player who looks good, we say, look, he could be the next big thing. We bring him through to the team. We bring him through to the first team next season, like we did with Kobe Mainu. Of course, big up Admiral Drex, big up King Sal, my friend. How you doing? I hope you're well, and I hope you're having a blessed Sunday. This whole location here, this set here, it's not green screen, it's actually real books. I haven't read any of those books, but they are actually real books. This is not green screen. They are real books, and this is real paintings everywhere and stuff. This is my apartment, my one of the apartments in Italy, of course. But I will be moving from here, unfortunately, and I'll be moving again to the Middle East. I'll be back flying out tomorrow, but I will still bringing you coverage, live coverage, Breaking Dawn, Chatterbox, as well as I can. I'll be bringing you live content from all around the world. I'm off to Istanbul, and then I'm off to the Middle East tomorrow. So, guys, don't forget to smash a like. Don't forget to subscribe. The grind. We're doing it with the grind, the grind. That's what it's all about, guys. Now, let's get into some serious biz. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of Manchester United. That nitty-gritty business about transfers and stuff like that. Now, Mazraoui has spoken in regards to moving to Manchester United. He is said to be interested in the move to Manchester United, but would like first-team football. Of course, Manchester United cannot offer guaranteed first-team football because Dalot is there, and if he does ask for first-team football, it just wouldn't make sense, is it? Because injuries. But then when you look at Man United's injury record, he might have a chance to be first team, so you never know. But at the end of the day, Mazraoui looks like he could be coming to Man United as a replacement right back for Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, of course, wants to go to Inter Milan. It doesn't look like we're going to do a swap deal with Inter Milan for Dumfries. He will go with cash and we will bring in Mazraoui. And hopefully we'll get a buy one, get one free. Well, not quite buy one, get one free, but De Ligt and Mazraoui will be coming through the door. 2 players through the door, 3 players reunited. Xerxes, De Ligt, Mazraoui. They will be reunited in the Manchester United team. Bayern Munich rejects are us, but nah, they're great players. Good players, and they just haven't settled where they are. You see, life is multi-layered. It doesn't necessarily mean because you haven't made it at that club that you're going to foul at that club. You have to understand certain things. You have to understand that life is not straightforward. And at the end of the day, you can go somewhere, you can go there, you can go there. You might not fit in there, but you fit in there. It's just finding your right fit. And that is Manchester United to a T over the years. Of course, Cantona didn't find his right fit until we went to Manchester United, of course. This is how it works in life. Odegaard, he went around, didn't he, at Arsenal, and he went to Real Madrid, etc. Didn't quite work. But obviously, he found his place in Havertz, for example. Do you know what I'm saying? David Griffin, until Leach and Mainly playing too soon, Judge probably the Community Shield we will see. Yes, exactly, Stephanie. That is exactly right. We're talking about friendlies here. Even the Charity Shield is a friendly. Even that is a friendly. How can we judge it? The thing is, I'm looking online today. I thought, let me have a little sneak peek. Let me have a little cheeky glance at my Twitter. And I see people talking about, hold that. It's hold that. We beat you again. You see, Babs. You remember Babs, the AFTV guy, Babs. I don't know Babs. I never see his neck. He's got no neck. But anyway, Babs, I see him a lot talking about Man United. We beat you again. And they just drive you mad. They just absolutely drive. Oh God, I try not to let me winding me up. I'm too old to worry about these things. I'm too old to worry about Babs talking about Man United. But I do. I let it wind me up. I don't know why. I don't know. And I just get irritated with it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I try my best not to get too irritated by it. But I do. Because I love my club and I don't like anyone dissing my club. Only I can diss my club if I can, But I never diss my club. Anyway, yes, Alex, are you bidding? Are United bidding with their targets, seeing their chips lay? Are you United bidding their time with targets? Biding their time. Yes, I think they're biding their time. A bit like President Biden is biding his time with life. Basically, Man United are going to get their targets in very, very soon. Of course, I'm saying next week we will have a here we go. As I predicted, Ugarte will become a Manchester United player. We have breakthrough in regards to Ugarte as PSG look likely, it's not confirmed, but likely to sign João Neves, which was a target for us. So we're upset about that. Of course, we're down in the dumps, but we have to move on in regards to João Neves. We can't cry about it. We can't cry in your car. You can't do anything about it. You have to move on. And at the end of the day, if João Neves signs to Man United, glass half full because Ugarte is coming through the door. Ugarte will be through the door. Yes. Ciao, my friend. How's it going? How's your afternoon? Do you sleep? You were at the game in LA yesterday. How did it go? I know I asked you this morning, but you're up again, warrior. Here you go. You are dedicated to the dunya, my friend. What's going on? Afternoon, Asna celebrating like they won the Yeah, I know. They're celebrating like they won the Champions League. I'm waiting for the open bus parade, to be honest with you. I'm just waiting for them to start celebrating and talking about it and making DVD, Netflix series about it and everything like that. It's why they're called Gooners. Yeah, they're goners, basically Gooners. No Champions League winning, no European winning. Arsenal, the only European trophy they won doesn't exist anymore. So they can talk and they can cry. At the end of the day, they can talk about friendlies. The goal was offside. How offside was that goal? Narratives, Narratives, fine margins. That's offside. We win the game most likely. It's an absolute disgrace. Number one, we have to pay on a pitch, which is the equivalent of the bloody rainforest in Brazil. The next thing, we have to deal with no VAR and disgusting decisions that went against us yesterday. But we're not going to cry because it's a friendly. And there was no real first team United playing, only a couple first team players playing. Arsenal basically had their first team playing, and they should be disappointed that we took them very, very far. Hussein Jamal, how's it going, my friend? Ask the Arsenal fan how many EPL and Champions. They won't answer that because they're like Will Smith in Men in Black. They're like, forget about that, forget about that, forget about that. Every time we ask them, they make us forget about it, and they don't want to talk about it. I think it was one guy on Arsenal Fan TV said, it's a glorified cup competition. Everything is a bloody glorified cup competition, you muppet. Everything. If you want to say that, the league is a glorified league competition. Everything. Then what you playing for? Pride? What you playing for? You're playing for trophies, mate. Don't worry about it. Stop talking rubbish. The Champions League is a glorified cup competition anyway. Stop talking rubbish. You're absolutely nuts. If the Champions League is a glorified cup competition, then they start saying, oh, the FA Cup is not even the biggest club in England. It's the oldest club in England, the oldest cup competition in the world, mate. Stop crying. So when you win it, you're like, oh, we're the FA Cup. We won the most FA Cups of all time. Yeah. But we're mate, stop it. Stop it. And you didn't win anything last season. So stop trying to make narratives up. Champions League is the biggest cup competition for domestically in world football. So stop it, right? So what's the point of playing football then? We might as well not play football. We might as well sit at home. What's the point of life? Life is a glorified life competition. Life is all glorified. It ain't really real, is it, really? We live and we die. It's glorified, It doesn't really mean much. Why don't you just have that view on life then? Why don't you just be like that? These are the Arsenal fans I'm talking about. Absolutely off their head. They've witnessed too many losses in their life. They've witnessed too many 8-2s in their life. They're absolutely madness and crazy. And I shouldn't take them seriously, but they do wind me up, to be honest with you. They do, because at the end of the day, they won as much European trophies as Tottenham. In fact, Tottenham have won more European trophies than them. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know. They just need to stay in their lane. We're a much bigger club. We've got bigger fish to fry. Emo post. Stephanie Griffith, what's going on again? I did say good afternoon to you, but I'm going to say good afternoon again. Wasn't it Kroenke-owned stadium that we played the game at? Exactly. Bloody, if we have to contend with contentious decisions, we have to deal with the stadium is owned by them. And look at them. They've made the grass longer, so they know how we play. They played in their home stadium, with all the art, but they still couldn't fill it up with Arsenal fans. It was full up with Man United fans, and it's their stadium. It's part of their stadium. I don't know what to do with them. They just drive me up the wall. I mean, ever since I was a child watching football, Arsenal have driven me up the bloody wall. I mean, they were right from 93, 94, 95, 96. Then they started to get a little bit giddy. 97, 98, they started to win a little bit of trophies, glorified cup competitions, as they say. And they started to win a little bit of trophies, and then they started getting giddy. And then they obviously won a couple of trophies here and there, glorified cup competitions, because everything is a glorified cup competition in their eyes. It's a glorified cup competition. But don't worry, so will we. Remember, we will win those glorified cup competitions. It doesn't matter if it's glorified cup competition, because every single cup means something, except if it's a friendly match. It doesn't mean much, because there was a penalty shootout at the end of the game, which we won, which means it's 1-1. Because if you want to play that game, these are the laws of the friendly games. So we won the penalty shootout. You won a fluky game with an offside in the 90 minutes. So that means we are level. In fact, we are slightly ahead because we won the penalty shootout fairly. And that's how it goes, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, if you want to take friendlies really seriously, we can take that penalty shootout very seriously. England got through against Switzerland with a penalty shootout. If Switzerland won that penalty shootout, they go through. The penalty shootouts mean something, don't they? So stop it. Yeah, we can all play that game. We can all play, the friendlies are so important game. We can all play the Emirates Shield game, that where we won the Emirates Shield, look at us, etc. Ridiculous, absolutely pathetic fan base. Honestly, worst, most unbearable fan base in world football. So will we, saying sticking Sal. Yes, so will we. So will we, because so will we take friendly seriously. So will we take that penalty shootout seriously, because so will we. We drew that game. We didn't lose. We drew because we won the penalty shootout. In fact, we won it fairly. So that means we won the game, doesn't it? So let's just play a game like that. Let's play the game how the friendly games play. Because the friendly games are not serious, are they? They're not serious at all. And stop. Just calm down. Calm down, as the Scousers say. Calm down. It's only a bloody friendly. Now, I can take it. Well, I'm not really, obviously. But I can cope with the Arsenal fans doing that. But when the Man United fans, the Ten Hag out brigade, start coming, the Ten Hag is out. Ten Hag. I told you he's a bull fraud. Yet they're standing there in LA next to the pitch in training. Please, Ten Hag, give me a photo. Ten Hag, please give me a photo so I can pretend you're my mate. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous. There's so many people out there. I told Ten Hag. I had a conversation with Ten Hag. You didn't do nothing, mate. You took a photo. Goodness sake. My goodness me. It makes me laugh. People, that's what it is at the end of the day. Danny B, McTominay, Casemiro, Ericsson cannot be here in September. They are not able to cover the midfield and breaking balls, and they're always put out of position easily in the mid block first half. Absolutely spot on. I absolutely agree with that, Danny. These players need to leave. Their legs have gone. We cannot carry these players anymore. We cannot carry them anymore. We carried McTominay enough. We carried McTominay so many years now, 7 years. McTominay's been Man United. Can you believe he's been at Man United for 7 years, stinking out the place? Yes, he's done well. He's put in the shift here and there, but at the end of the day, he's just not got that quality to take us forward, to make us championship challengers. We need that now. We need champions. We need to be challenging for that title. And I said it over and over again. We need that title. We're still fighting for that title. And you've got to go to wherever you're going to first game of the season and get something. And I tell you, I would love it if we beat you. Love it. As who said that? Kevin Keegan, didn't he? Love it. I'd love it if we beat you. Love it. Then we beat Middlesbrough 3-0. Well, I mean, goodness me, that's like you may take our lives, but you never take our freedom. And then they run off a cliff. It's like that, isn't it? Madness. But Arsenal are PR without the distribution, as I said. Music lovers will know about that. Alex, Ugarte is a different animal, not sold on the lit, not his talent, but his squad role is third choice. Maz seems decent backup. Yeah, Maz is the one we need. At the end of the day, we have a right-sided centre-back, but it seems like Ten Hag is intent on getting De Ligt through the door. Of course, he loves De Ligt. De Ligt, De Ligt, De Ligt, De Ligt. Yeah, he's desperate to get De Ligt through the door. He likes De Ligt. He loves De Ligt. De Ligt loves us. De Ligt, lick. Lots of licks all over the place. So basically, he wants De Ligt. He wants De Ligt. He doesn't want a lick. He wants De Ligt through the door, of course. They are big fans of each other. They are obviously very, very admirers of each other. In regards of a football sense, they could be admirers of each other. That's fine. But in a football sense, they admire each other. And I think De Ligt could be a Manchester United player within the next week. I believe we will have 3 players through the door, hopefully next week, but it would be about 2 weeks' time. I really, really want them through the door before the Charity Shield, which would be brilliant. But the drop-off in the second half was huge. Yes, and you have to look at that, and we have to be concerned, because at the end of the day, this is what friendlies are for. This is to see how our squad is. This is to see where we are in regards to our squad. The quality in our squad is not good enough. We know it's not good enough, and we need backup players, because as proven last season, when we get one injury, when there's Alicia Martinez gets injured, that's it. The drop off is so much, and we do need cover, especially in the left side, the centre back, the left back, etc. We do need cover in there, because at the moment our squad is weak. It's not strong enough. We do need more quality. I really hope that some of those young players impress and keep impressing. Obviously, was it Odinei? He's a very good player. I was very impressed with him. I was very impressed with Harry Mass as well, who was very, very good. And Collier, very, very good. Let's hope these players come through, and let's hope these players make a mark on next season, and they actually get first team football, and we bring them through. We have to give them a chance. As the great Sir Alex Ferguson said, if you don't give youth a chance, they will stagnate and drift off. Of course, you have to give them a chance, and I hope we give them some chances in the FA Cup, in the League Cup, in the Europa League, and we develop them like that. Of course, when Sir Alex Ferguson was manager, we used to play the Coca-Cola Cup. It used to be called back then the League Cup, and basically we would lose games. I remember we losing 3-0 to York City once, but some of those players will make it. Some of those players will go drifted. Phil Moran didn't make it. Terry Cook didn't make it. Pat McGibbon didn't make it, of course. But there are some players who did make it. Beckham, Scholes, Gary Neville, Philip Neville. All those players did make it. So obviously, it's only a few are going to make it. But I hope we do get some more players through the door very, very quickly. That would be absolutely brilliant, because it will save us money as well and save us time. I'm a big fan of Harry Mass. I think he's got what it takes. I do believe he's got what it takes. And I think we should give him a chance next season. What do you think about that? Who are you impressed with most in that in the youth team at the moment? Obviously, the Cher Lacey as well, and Fletcher as well, coming through the ranks. Those players are going to be absolutely balling soon. So don't forget, you're going to be seeing those players come through. And don't forget, Manchester United look close to signing Chido Martin, who's an Arsenal youth player, has not agreed a contract with Arsenal and has agreed to come to Manchester United, which is great news. Of course, we love the young players coming through. We love getting the next big thing, of course. And if he comes through, he's going to be a big player for us. All comparisons spread all over the place about that guy at the moment. Lots of comparisons about Lamine Yamal. And talking about Lamine Yamal, the guy still takes the train. The guy was on a coach in an airport, just casually sitting there. You know, the airport transfer coach, just sitting there casually, demanding his business, and people are taking selfies there with him. Goodness me, that guy is humble, isn't it? He ain't taking but he ain't taking no plane. I ain't taking no plane. I'm taking a coach. Now, at the end of the day, he's at the airport, probably going on economy class. I don't know, but he definitely didn't get an escort to the airport, which is strange. Obviously, I'm sure he can afford it. I'm sure he has enough money to do that. Now, in regards to Manchester United, of course, and lots of people are acting like we've just lost the Champions League final in regards to the game against Arsenal. And we just lost 6-0, basically. That's how it seems like, the way some of the fan base are acting. Unfortunately, in life, you're going to be wrong sometimes and you're going to be right. And in this instance, I'm going to say this. Are you guys who are moaning about the friendly game, and majority of you are Ten Hag outers last season, you were wrong and you were proven wrong. So at the end of the day, you just need to move on and support your football club you supposedly love. Because at the end of the day, this football club has given you a life. At the end of the day, this football club is giving you a subject to talk about. Because what else you're going to be talking about? Your curtains. You're not going to be talking about anything. You haven't got anything going on in your life. I could sit there like Rance in my vest and my cap, in my Primark vest, and act like I'm a bald fraud, bum, like Beavis and Butthead, both of them just sitting there talking smack on the YouTube. Madness, isn't it? Madness. But we move on. I don't sugarcoat things. I told you I don't sugarcoat things. I just say it as it is. I don't give a flying bird about anything else. So at the end of the day, we move on, and it's about time you supported your football club. With all due respect, banter aside, you need to support your football club and stop moaning, or support Tottenham, or go and support Real Madrid, like some other people have done. It's about supporting your football club, in my humblest of humble opinions. But Manchester United look like bringing in 3 players. I believe we're bringing De Ligt, I believe we're bringing Mazraoui, and I believe we're bringing Ugarte. If those players come in, how would you feel? I still think we need a left back. Manchester United have made an approach for Kadioglu of Fenerbahce. Kadioglu obviously plays for Jose Mourinho, so Jose Mourinho is going to be reluctant to sell Kadioglu to Manchester United, of course, because of his relationship with Manchester United didn't end well, and also he's going to want his first team for the new season, isn't he? But Kadioglu has openly stated that he would like to play for Manchester United. He is quoted as being a Manchester United fan. So let's hope we can get that one through the door. We do need a left back. There are a number of left back options. Ignacio can play left-sided centre-back. Kadioglu can play left-sided centre-back and left back. And obviously Gutierrez can play left centre-back, left back as well. So we do need a left-sided player. We, as I said yesterday, we need to get more of that Beyonce. To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. We need more left in our team, because we cannot rely on Harry Emas, Luke Shaw, and not so Shaw, and Malacia, who we haven't seen for God knows how long. I can't remember the last time we saw Malacia. It was a couple of years ago, wasn't it? But at the end of the day, we cannot rely on these things. Of course, Malacia has gone for rehabilitation. I wish him the best of luck. I hope he gets better, whatever he's suffering with. But we cannot carry these players, and we do have to move on, unfortunately. We cannot keep carrying players. We cannot keep carrying injured players like we did with Phil Jones for so many years that it became a meme about Phil Jones going missing during the transfer window. It's madness at the end of the day. But Manchester United seem to have this problem. We seem to be the only one who has this problem where we cannot get rid of players because of their wages. And this is the problem at the end of the day. But it looks like Wan-Bissaka could be the next out the door. He has openly said that he wants to move to Italy. Who wouldn't want to move to Italy? Who wouldn't want to move to Milano? I'm in Italy at the moment. Lovely place. Who wouldn't want to move there? So at the end of the day, if Wan-Bissaka goes to Inter Milan, fantastic club, a club stacked in history. He is a low block defender. Do they want a low block defender? Well, it's up to them. They obviously do. So he could go for about 25 million euros, which would be good for us, of course. And that money will go towards our transfer funds. Of course, not all of it, because he wasn't a youth product. But if we did sell McTominay, all the money will go towards the transfer funds, which is why McTominay needs to stop hiding. I know he hides on the pitch. He hides a lot. He has a tactic that he makes himself available and unavailable. He's very smart in regards to sticking around, and that's what a lot of our players have been doing for so many years. We need to grab these players. All right, where are you going? You're not going anywhere. You're not going to be first team. You should think about moving out of Old Trafford and go to find another club. Obviously, West Ham wanted McTominay. I don't know what's going on with that. But one thing I would say is that our players seem to be the most undervalued players in world football, because I see our players being bid for 17 million, 20 million. I see other no names in South America being 80, 90 million. What's going on there? Is that a Glazer thing? Or are they just being disrespectful to other clubs? I don't know. But at the end of the day, we're selling players for far too cheap. Donny van der Beek went for the price of a National League player. What's going on there? I don't know what's going on there. Do you know what's going on there? I don't, because at the end of the day, these players are not crap. They have played at the top level for so many years, and they should be worth more money. McTominay is 35 million minimum. How do you feel about that? And I think it should be 35 million. 30 if we're going to squeeze it, uncle's special price. You know, if we're going to squeeze it, it should be 30. But we should not go any lower than that. He needs to leave the club, and so do a number of players. Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, all these players, Ericsson, they need to leave the club, because at the end of the day, we're carrying these players. These players have no legs and no brains. As Eminem once said, at the end of the day, we need to move on with these players, you know. And we're becoming like Christopher Reeves in this mother, you know. We ain't got no players with any legs, and at the end of the day, no offense to the OTO Chris RP, God bless you, my friend. But at the end of the day, it is like that, you know. We just haven't got any legs, and we need more legs in that midfield. Definitely need more legs in that midfield. No side breast legs. We need that. We don't need a side breast or a thigh. We need legs. Legs. Over and over again. I'm not a leg fan. Side breast, boss. Side breast, please, boss. Was it thigh or side breast, please, boss? That's what it used to be going into the chicken shop. Side breast, please, boss. Pepe's, right? Pepe's. Excuse the pun. Pepe, 40 years old. No legs as well. So at the end of the day, Pepe's in London. It's a fantastic restaurant, but Pepe's 40 years old as well. So no legs. He's got no legs. Definitely, Pepe don't sell legs. So there you go. Anyways, on all seriousness, we do want things to develop for Manchester United, don't we? We do. We want things to carry on. We want things to get better. We want things to get more comfortable, because at the end of the day, we need more players, and our squad is bound down to the bare bones, funny bones. It's down to the bare bones, and we need more players there, unfortunately. And we need it quickly. Now, I'm positive. I'm glass half full. I'm Aspirall Spritz. I'm everything. I am the main man when it comes to positivity in regards to Ten Hag, in regards to the team. I will give criticism when it's due, but I'm not gonna give criticism when it's not warranted in a friendly. For goodness sake, for crying out loud. I'm not going to give any criticism in regards to that. I will analyze and I will look at the team and I will say, look, that position we need to do better there, here and there, because you pick up little hints, but it should not be held in gospel. Of course, I believe we will sign 3 players at minimum by the start of the season, and hopefully we get a left back as well. That is so important as well to us, to our balance, because if Leacher gets injured, we're stuck again with Johnny Evans playing there, and I've got big respect for Johnny Evans, but he's too old. At the end of the day, no legs again. Pepe's no legs. They got no less, just breast. They're just no legs, And at the end of the day, we need to move on from that. Move on from nostalgia. You might as well got Nemanja Vidic and Jaap Stam back at the club. Jonathan Spector back at the club. Whoever you want to bring back at the club. Wes Brown. We might as well get them back at the club if we're going to play players with no legs at the end of the day. Probably do a better job than some of those mercenaries that are at our club right now. And at the end of the day, a lot of our players are on astronomical wages and they do not want to leave. They don't want to leave. They don't want to leave. Don't leave me, girl. They're acting like Blackstreet in this smother at the moment. Don't leave me now. No, they're not going to leave. They're not going to leave because they're going to stay. And at the end of the day, what can we do? We can't argue with that. They don't want to reduce their wages. They don't want to go to Fulham and have a quarter of the wage that they usually would. Can you blame them? This is down to the Glazers, and this is why Jim Ratcliffe said it's going to take years for us to get to where we want to go. And that's what he said. Not necessarily in that accent. I don't know what that accent was. That's a bit more in the name of Hobbit or something. But at the end of the day, Jim Ratcliffe said it will take a few years to get to where we want to go. So, and that means, and I think what he means is we have a number of players, we have a number of staff who cannot be moved because they're on long contracts and they're on a lot of money. And these teams do not want to pay that money, unfortunately. Guys, you guys are absolutely elite. I know I ramble on. I'm rambling all the way. I'm like the Royal Ramble. At the end of the day, I talk and I talk and I talk. I'm not quite Chatterbox. I'm quite shy, really. Actually, I am quite shy, really. I just talk. But at the end of the day, I have to speak the gospel. I have to speak the truth to you guys. You guys right now deserve to know the truth. You can't handle the truth. You deserve to know the truth. Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise in the house. Hopefully I get Tom Cruise on my show one day. Who knows? It could happen. I get Tom Cruise on my show and start talking about Manchester United. Can you imagine? You'd be like, what the hell? What the hell are you talking about? What the hell? Can you imagine that? Get Tom Cruise on my show. Who should I get on my show and talk about Man United? The one name that you would never think of. Who should I get on my show and talk about Manchester United? Is that guy from UFC who don't like football? That guy. I should get him on and say, listen, I don't want to talk about UFC. I want to talk about football, soccer. In other words, I want to talk about soccer. I want to talk about soccer for a minute. And he'd be like, I don't want to talk about football. I don't like the sport. I hate it. There's no talent involved in football. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, drifting off again. Anyway, guys, don't forget. I am live tomorrow for Breaking Dawn. I am flying out tomorrow morning, but I'm going to try and bring you a live stream tomorrow. Please support the channel. Please subscribe and please smash a like. It means a lot. I'm 130-ish away from 3,000 subscribers. Guys, it's immense. I've gone up 1,000 subscribers within the last month. It's been absolutely amazing. You guys are absolutely elitists, and I need to move up. We need to move up together. Don't forget, I will be having video calls. I'm having video calls now, so anyone wants to join the video call sometime in the next show, you're more than welcome. And I'm going to be having live phone-ins as well. So guys, please don't forget to smash a like. Please don't forget to subscribe. Lots of things will hopefully happen within the next few days. I will not stop, and I will be bringing you the news when I get it. Of course, there's the Delict news coming, Mazarui news coming, the Ugarte news coming, and hopefully we have some news about a left back within the next few days. Of course, Manchester United still need cover for Bruno, I believe. Collier played very, very well, but can we rely on him next season? I don't think we can. We need to bring another number 10 in there. Someone like a Bruno, someone like an Omo, would be fantastic if we can make that happen. Guys, absolutely brilliant show as usual. Short and sweet, as we do. I always do short and sweet. I'm short and sweet. As you know, I'm short and sweet. But at the end of the day, I'm going to praise myself, because who else is? Who else is? Who else is? We have to praise ourselves, don't we, in life, at the end of the day. Now, guys, don't forget, this is where it is. We have to build this channel up together, and we're going to be involved. And when we're there, you guys will be there with me, guys. So don't forget that. Never forget that. I remember every single one of you. I have screenshots of all of you. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Have a fantastic day. If any news breaks, I'll be live again. I'll be bringing it live. I want to know the news about Euro, the injury news, the sad news about Euro. Getting injured. Hopefully it ain't too serious. Hopefully it's just precautionary, and the same goes with Rasmus as well, because that's the most important thing to come out of yesterday's game, which was unfortunate, but the most important thing is that those two players are okay, and that's all I care about. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I shall see you very soon. I'm going to pack, but you guys are elite. Thank you so much. Peace.